Okay, hey everyone, welcome to another flashlight video. This time the Brinyte sent me the T18 Artemis Zoomable Flashlight with interchangeable LED modules. So pretty neat kit here. Now this kit does come in a variety of configurations. Brinyte was kind enough to go ahead and send me all the LED modules that are available with this flashlight so I could show them to you on camera. But I'll have the link below in the description. They do sell this in different configurations depending which LED modules you would like to have with the T18 Artemis. Okay, so really quick, just to save time, I went ahead and just unboxed everything. I'm just going to show you everything it comes with. It came in a pretty nondescript cardboard box, so nothing fancy to show there. So let's go ahead and show you everything you get with the T18 Artemis, and then we'll go take a look at the flashlight itself here, okay? This does come with a 21700 USB Type-C rechargeable battery. So they do give you the USB Type-C cable here. So we'll set that to the side. This is a remote control switch. Pretty neat feature with this flashlight. This flashlight does have a remote control. It is USB, micro USB rechargeable on this port here. And they also give you the micro USB cable, small one here to charge the remote. Okay. And this remote is good up to 5 meters in distance. You can turn the flashlight on and off with this, and you can also ramp it up and down between 2 and 100% of the power of the LED, whichever LED module you have in at a time. You get 3 spare O-rings. You get the user's manual. Brinyte always has really nice user manuals. So I'll show those to you here real quick. You can always stop and read this if you wish. I'll get my finger out of the way so you can read it in case you want to pause that. Okay, show you the next page here. And I'll go over all the specs here. Brinyte always has a really nice warranty policy with their flashlights. If you want to check that out, you can just freeze the video there and check that out. Set that to the side. And again, the remote control does come with a little lanyard, which is pretty neat. LED modules. Now I have a white one inside the flashlight itself, but it comes with red, or the options you can get red, green, blue. No fancy sticker on that one. You got UV, ultraviolet. And you also have infrared. Looks like 940 nanometers. So all pretty neat. These LED modules pop into the flashlight. They're made out of copper. Very nice. I'll go ahead and take the green one out here. Has a little foam there to protect the lens or the LED module. Go ahead and take that out. That's what the LED module looks like on the bottom, top. When you put in the flashlight, it's nice. It has these little knurling here so you can grip it to spin it out of the flashlight and put it in. So that makes it really easy. Again, very nice quality as far as the copper LED modules go. Come in these nice little jars to keep them safe. So I'll set those aside for a moment and let's take a look at the flashlight itself. It also comes with a lanyard, as you can see. Has some nice knurling here. This is a zoomable flashlight, so it does zoom in and out, as you can see here. Wireless remote switch we already showed you, 5 meters of distance with that. Powered by a 21700 direct USB Type-C rechargeable battery with a protection circuit. So let me go ahead and take the battery out and I'll just show you what it comes with here. This is the Brinyte 21700 lithium-ion battery, 5,000 milliamp hours, and you can see there it's got the USB Type-C port. So let's go ahead and plug it in. If it's like the other ones I have, it will be red. There's a little LED light on the top of the battery where you can see it's red when it's charging, and it will be blue or turn off, I believe, when it's done. So I'll go ahead and plug it in here. And you can see it's got a little red light right there showing it's charging. When it's done, I think if I remember correctly, it turns blue, or it just goes off to let you know it's fully charged. So even though the flashlight cannot charge a battery directly inside the flashlight, it is nice they provide you a battery that is USB rechargeable, so you don't need a special charger or whatever to charge the battery. A lot of you guys probably already have the battery chargers for these type of batteries anyway, but it's nice that they have this type of battery to make it easier for someone who may not. So very good. We'll go ahead and put this back. Before I put this back, I'll just show you the tail cap here. This is a double spring flashlight. It has a spring in the tail cap, and there is one down there. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it with the light, but there is definitely two springs. Go ahead and put that back down there. Got some nice knurling on the tail switch, so you can screw it on there. So let's take another look at the flashlight. There's the tail switch, can be used for momentary or to turn it on and off. So it has a high transparency resin lens. You can see the lens is a little bit domed there. This bezel here, this looks like it's kind of like a strike bezel. This actually can come off too if you don't want it there. You can take that off. This does have a reverse polarity protection. So in case you put the battery in backwards, you won't fry the flashlight, always a good thing. It's got a regulated power supply for constant brightness. Overcharge, over discharge, and overheat protection. Always good to have a lot of features, safety features. It's made out of aircraft grade AL6061 T6 high strength aluminum, which is also type 3 hard anodized for an anti-abrasive finish. Okay. It is IP66 water resistant, 1 meter impact resistant, and I think as I already showed you, the remote here is micro USB chargeable. So let's see if I can pop that out here. I popped it in too much when I popped it back in. Of course, now it wants to fight with me while I'm on camera, so I apologize about that. Come on. It's a little, I gotta say, it's a little, almost a little difficult. You gotta get that little, there's a little flap right there. Probably see it now, a little flap. You gotta pull up on that, and then plug in your micro USB cable to charge the remote. I like that the remote is rechargeable, so that's very nice. Just so you know, when I was charging it, the little light here comes on red. When it's done charging, the light just goes out. There's no green light or anything. It just goes out. So just so you know that when you're charging it. Let's show you how to remove the LED module. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it here, and you're just going to twist off this portion here up. Okay, twist off pretty smoothly. So there you go there. The LED module, and like I said, you have those little knurling on the LED modules, the copper LED modules. Makes it easier to grip it, to take it out. All right, and let's show you the inside of the flashlight here. Pretty clever how they designed that. You'll see how they, so when it goes on there, it makes constant contact as it's screwed in there. So very good. I'll go ahead and put that back. Make sure it's in there all the way, and put the lens back on. Doesn't take very long to change these out. Pretty quick, actually. So very nice there. Let's go ahead and show you the specs here. My fancy chart, as you all know. All right, highest white, 650 lumens, 195 minutes of runtime, 630 meters of throw, 100,000 candela. Highest red, 150 lumens, 370 minutes total runtime, 360 meters of throw for the red LED module, 32,500 candela. Highest on green, 130 lumens, 400 minutes of runtime, total 450 meters of throw, 50,000 candela. I don't have any specs, and Brinyte didn't have any specs on the infrared or the UV module, but on the white, red, and green, we had the specs, and also I didn't have any specs on the blue module, so just FYI there. All right, let's adjust this camera here for a moment, and we'll show you what the flashlight looks like when it's operating. Now, a quick note, just so you know, in order to operate the remote switch with it, you have to turn the flashlight on, okay? And then I'll show you how to operate that. But first, right now, we're just gonna show you turning the flashlight on. This is its widest zoomed out or flood setting. And you zoom it in to get a tighter, hotter beam, of course. And you can kind of almost see the LED module there. And of course, the camera's auto adjusting because of the brightness of this. So I'm gonna go back to the wide mode here. We'll go ahead and use the remote. Turn it off. Turn it on. Okay, again, you have to click the tail switch on the flashlight to turn it on in order to use the remote switch. The remote switch will not turn the flashlight on unless you've mechanically pressed in the tail switch, okay? So now we'll show the ramping down. You just hold it down, that goes down to 2%. And to ramp it back up, brings you back up to 100%, okay? Now, just out of curiosity, we'll ramp it down. We'll see if this has memory. So I'll ramp it down there, turn it off. We'll turn it back on. And it does have memory, so with the remote switch, it will remember the last setting you had it on. So let's try another thing. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. And no, it doesn't have memory. If you turn the tail switch on and off, it loses its memory setting. So if you turn it on and off with the switch, it does, or the remote, it does remember the setting. So here, I'll dim it down a little bit, turn it off, turn it on, it does remember it. But once you turn it on or off with this switch, it will forget its memory setting. So just something FYI to be aware of, okay? So that's the T18 Artemis, a real quick overview of it. Really neat flashlight. We're gonna go ahead and take this out outside. We're gonna go ahead and show all the LED modules for this flashlight, the T18 Artemis. And again, a big thanks to Brinyte for sending this to me, and especially with all the LED modules, so we can show all those to you. Now, when we're outside, obviously the infrared is probably not going to show up on camera, but the red, blue, green, and the UV, same thing. It's going to be hard to tell that it's working, but you know, because how UV lights are. But anyway, I'm going to go through all the modules that I have here that are available for the T18 Artemis, including the white LED. We'll start out with that one, and the Beamshots outside. So I'll show you how that looks. Hopefully that will come out good with all the different colors that come with this flashlight, or you can choose in the setup when you purchase this flashlight, you can choose which setup you want as far as what LED modules you get with a flashlight. So anyway, let's go ahead and go outside and do the outside beam shots here on the T18 Artemis, and let's go do that now. Okay, we're outside here with the Brinyte T18 Artemis, and I got the white LED in, and so we're going to start out with a white LED, and we're just going to do the high modes, turbo, or well, I guess it's just high. So this is the flood. You can see that stump there. That stump's about 50 feet away from me. I did adjust the camera to match what I'm seeing with my eyes, so it's not overexposing or making the flashlight look brighter than it is. So this, what you're seeing right now on camera, is pretty accurate to what you see. So you can see here, you get a very nice flood style beam. And then if we zoom in, it definitely starts to get much more of a hot spot, tighter beam. Has a little bit of a square there, but this beam, wow. I mean, those trees right there, you know, they're 200 feet away on the other side of the canal there. But this beam really shoots out there. So very, very impressive. Almost looks like a laser out there. Very, very impressive. And again, you can adjust it to whatever you wish. You know, if you want a combination of a hot spot or more throw and a little bit more flood, and you can adjust it. So very nice there. Very nice all-around beam. I do like the momentary, so you don't have to fully press the tail switch. You can just half press it and then, you know, spot what you want and quickly turn it back off. So now I'm going to be switching out the LED modules, And I think the next one we're going to go ahead with is red, so stay tuned for that. Okay, this is the red LED. Very, very bright. Lights up everything very, very well for a red LED. And this is 150 lumens here. So let's go ahead and zoom more of a focus beam here. You can see it really shines out there. That tree stump that's 50 feet away. That bush is about 40 feet away. That tree right there is about 250, maybe 300 feet away. It's a little bit further than those trees on the canal there, but that's the red beam. Very, very impressive. It's got a really nice red beam as you walk around. Not sure my camera's picking up quite as nice as it looks to me with my eyes. So anyway, that's the red one. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. I think we'll go ahead with blue next. Okay, this is blue. Although on the camera it looks like it's purple, but it's definitely the blue LED. It's definitely very blue to my eyes. Again, a lot of flood. Don't have the specs on the output of here, but it is doing very well, very bright for blue. Let's go ahead and zoom it in. Focus beam there. Very focused beam. Definitely hits that tree like 250, 300 feet away. Very, very tight beam. Works very, very well. So that's the blue beam. Let's go ahead and show you the green beam next. Okay, this is the green LED module in the T18 Artemis by Brinyte. And the specs on this one, 130 lumens. Does very, very well. It's definitely more green on to the naked eye than the camera's showing. Just so you know, is a very, very nice green. Let's go ahead and zoom that to a tighter beam. So there you go, really tight beam for green. Definitely lights up everything, including that tree that's way out there. Very, very nice. Just so you know, it does say on the top, the LED modules, to make sure you remove the flashlight battery before changing out the LED module. So just be aware of that for safety. I'm sure that's so you don't shock yourself or something while you're changing it out. So definitely please pay attention to that. All right, let's go ahead and this is more of a wide beam again. Again, that was the green LED module. And let's go ahead and try the other two. We got infrared, which I don't think you're going to see much, and we have ultraviolet. So let's try the ultraviolet next. Okay, this is the UV light on the T18 Artemis. And I'll put my hand out there so you can see. It's definitely UV. It's not going to show a whole lot on the camera here. Definitely UV, and you know all the fun stuff you can do with UV lights. When you focus into a tight beam, you don't see much, but you see this little kind of a purple hot spot. So definitely makes the, probably can't see it on camera, but it really makes the tree colors and everything look really interesting. So very fun to play with that, put on some buckets over there and stuff. Anyway, that's the UV module. That's zoomed all the way back out. So next one, we'll do the infrared. I don't expect to see a whole much on that on this camera, but we'll go ahead and do that one next here. Okay, I got the infrared one in there. As like I said, you can't see anything. I'm sure if we had a special camera, you could see it very, very well. You can see a little bit of a red dot there, so it is definitely working. To me, when I look at it with my naked eye real quick, it just looks like a little small red LED. Camera's making it kind of look like a whitish, purplish color. But anyway, that's the infrared module there for the T18 Artemis. And I gotta say, the modules, the LED modules, it's very quick and easy to change these out. So that makes it really, really nice. If you get one of the kits there, you know, check out the description in the video there. I'll have the links there, and you can see all the different ones you can get and what LED modules come with each kit. So just you can check that out below with a link. And I think I would go ahead and try to shoot this down the side of the canal. I was very impressed with the white LED beam and how far it shot down the canal. It shoots quite a distance. So I'm going to go ahead and do that last part of the video here on the T18 Artemis. And let's go ahead and get that done now. Okay, I'm on the side of the canal with the T18 Artemis. I got the white LED in, good for 650 lumens on high. And right now I got in flood. You can see those trees actually across the canal a bit. That's on the wide. Let's go ahead and focus it in a little bit. A little more of a hot spot there. Those trees right there are 400 feet away. Trees down there, which this is making out nicely, 800 feet away. And it goes further than that with a naked eye. Let's go into the tight beam. There's a tight beam, very, very focused. All the bugs are attacking me. It's late August here in Florida. But you can definitely make out those trees 800 feet away, and it reaches even further than that. I would say another 400 or 500 feet down the side of the canal. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to zoom in the camera to show you guys that, but it literally looks like a laser beam in the sky. Pretty awesome beam. And again, it's got a really nice flood beam. You got to walk around. Very, very nice. So once again, I want to thank Brinyte for sending me the T18 Artemis to try out and show you guys here on the channel. And remember that remote control, very, very nice. This light can be used for all kinds of outdoor activities, including hunting, if that's what you're into, and many other things. I really like the tactical tail switch where you can just momentary press or click it on for full on or full off. So very, very nice. I can see a lot of uses for this flashlight. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. You guys take care, and happy lumens.